Yo, 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 what is up? What is up? It's King. We're back. We're in the building with another video. And as always, I got my girl Jori here. I forgot to add her in. My bad. What's going on?
Nothing. I was good, chilling and just watching the playoffs too, keeping
Yeah,
track.
that first game was interesting. It was the Magic cut it down to 4, but then I
They
don't
got
know what
some work
happened.
to do.
They do got some work to do. Side what's going on. Appreciate y'all. What's going on, Kyle? They got some work to do. But we don't have nothing football related today. I couldn't find anything that was worth wasting my time over. But the NBA is hot right now. I know the draft is next week, so we'll probably next week discuss what happened after the draft and who your thoughts on the draft. But that's next week. Besides your normal Dax in the talks, I don't want to talk about Dak today. It's NBA playoffs. It's the NBA playoffs. What we all been waiting for and excited. But first, what in the hell is going on in the porterhouse?
I feel bad for Michael Porter Jr. because this has got to be a lot going on in the span of a week.
I know this is a younger picture of them, but Michael Porter Jr., his brother Dante, and then the other brother was his Corbin, I think his name is. But damn, the Porter household is a mess right now. Here, Michael Thomas is in the playoffs, reigning, defending champions with the Denver Nuggets, and they're back in the playoffs as the 2 seed. And then his brother gets banned from the NBA. Not a suspension, not a couple days and come back. This man can't come back never. Why? Because you wanted to turn the millions that you get for 20K to get banned. You got banned for 20K. How, Sway? How? And everybody's like, oh well, the NFL players gambler. Hi, mom. I'm, I'm like the NFL players. Why? Why they don't get suspended or why they didn't get banned? Because it's. Did you see what he did? He gave information to the booker, to the bookie.
He took himself out of a game. He was faking injuries like a dummy. Like you really thought you could beat the system like a dumbass. This is what you get when you try to outsmart the fox. You get nipped in the heels, and he deserves that because it was so blatant.
He took
Like you
himself
might have
out.
gotten away with it the first time, but they probably already had marked it, and if it was happening again, they was gonna catch you then.
It's bad once the Phoebes get involved, and the booker was like, I'm not going down for this. Yep, this is what he did and how he did it.
They snitched on him. The same
Yep,
people he was telling information on him folded on him.
I'm not.
And
I'm not
now
going
look,
down with this shit. You're not getting me. But it's so dumb. For 20K, you get banned for life. 20K, you make millions for 20K, and the parlay hit too. But that don't that.
they're not paying that because they know.
And then poor Michael Porter. Okay, so that's what happened to the brother. And then the other brother is going to jail for 6 years because he killed somebody on a DUI.
The decision making sometimes.
He said his brother should have pinned it on Otani's interpreter. I just don't understand. But Michael Porter Jr., knowing these are his brothers and this is happening to him, how does he stay focused on the task at hand, and that's the playoffs?
And then I really think about it. Jonte really a fool because now you can't even go watch your brother play. You can't even be in the arena. Like for $22,000, I hope it was worth it.
That's crazy. But how do you think Michael Porter feels about all this? Like, what do you think is running through his head right now?
Like a million things. He's probably just trying to really regain his focus to get ready for this game because everything literally came to a head one after another. So it's like he had to regain his focus. I think I wouldn't be surprised if he was a little off, Like if he was a little off, I can't blame him since you got this type of crap going on. But I think he's just trying to regain his focus. In all honesty,
He said my people can't have nothing.
nothing.
No, we can't. I just don't understand it. Like then you, that's the crazy part is you took yourself out the game, so you really compromised the integrity of the game. I think that's what was so bad about it. The NFL players, they just betted on college games and stuff like that. They didn't do nothing wrong, but taking themselves out the game and giving information to the bookie. You took yourself out. You told them everything that was going on, and I think that's what made it so bad. I think if you just bet it, you wouldn't have got a lifetime ban.
But the fact that you decided to take it a step further and sell out and jeopardize everybody's careers is really what got you up out of here, and you deserve it for that.
So Kyle says being on the court might be the best place for Porter right now. That's true.
True.
He might have a breakout and turn all that energy and frustration and put it on the court. So it could be a good thing. I mean, I feel bad for the Lakers. Sorry, Jori, if Michael Porter goes off today. But so Michael Porter and the Denver Nuggets will go up against the Lakers later on tonight. That is the nightcap game. But I just feel bad for Michael Porter. It's just all this drama and the necessariness to the household, plus his name, and then all this other stuff. I can only imagine what their mama going through.
Man, if I'm Michael Porter Jr., as soon as I get done with this, I'm fighting him. I'm like, we got to square up, bro.
So you can fight the older one, but the younger one you can't fight him. He going to jail.
Yeah, the one that's free, getting the hands.
So you got, I don't know who's older, is it him or Dante, but you got this brother that's banned, and this brother about to be behind bars. He the only one doing something right with his life. It's like, what the heck? Sticky, tricky situation. But let's get into these playoffs. So here is the bracket here for the NBA playoffs. We did find out who the AFCs is for both East and West. The Heat beat the bricks off Chicago with no Jimmy Butler. They was able to defeat the Bulls, and they will go up against the number one seeded in Boston. And the Pelicans actually pulled it off and beat the Kings with no Zion Williamson last night, and they are AFC. They will go up against the OKC. So starting with the East, we did have one game already today, and that was the Magic against the Cavs, and the Cavs did win that game, so they take the series 1-0. In that series, I think it's going to go 5. I think the Magic will win the game. So I got the Cavs moving on to the next round. 4-1. I give them a gentleman's sweep. It'll go 5 games.
I literally said the exact same thing as you with that matchup, because the way I look at it is like, even though Donovan Mitchell's health is kind of iffy, they have the overall better team, and they can shoot. And Orlando struggles with shooting, so there's that. But yeah, I have it going 5. 6 maybe.
Orlando do have some work to do. Just watching the game today, Cleveland came out hot, shooting the threes on all cylinders. Then they got cold, and then Orlando got the game all the way down to 4. Like, they came back all the way down within 4, but Cleveland just poured it on. Donovan Mitchell ended up being the high man today. I think he had 30. What did he have? Donovan Mitchell had 30. He had 30. He was 3 for 8 from 3, 11 from 21 from the field. But you had everybody contributing. You had Evan Mobley with 16 points. Jared Allen had 16 and 18 boards. Darius Garland had 14 points. Jared Allen is very, very underrated. Great defender. He can set the screen really well. He can rebound. He is very, very underrated. And I would love to have a Jared Allen on my team. He shoots 74% from the free throw line, but he will get you some boards. He'll get you some buckets. He's a great defender as well. Like I would kill to have a Jared Allen on the team. And I remember a couple years ago, people was laughing at him, making fun of him because of how he dresses and that he doesn't spend his money on jewelry. If y'all don't leave this man alone, he don't gotta be flashy with his money. Boy, he's only 25. He looked like he might be over 40 because he reminds me of the old school for like the old school basketball players back in the 70s with the fro. That's how his game is, and that's what he looks like. But he's a baller, and for these people to be ripping on him, oh, he doesn't dress like this or he doesn't spend his money on this. Leave this man alone.
Because he got more money than they ever will. He got more money than they ever will. So there's that.
Definitely, the Magic did leave a lot of points on the free throw line. I think it was like 11 or 13. They could have been in the game if they would have made all their free throws. I would like to see more, or less more. This is what the Magic is lacking. They're missing a guard. There's no way Pincheiro should be your point forward. Get you a guard. Why is Cole Anthony and Markelle Fultz coming off the bench? Why isn't one of them starting as a guard? And have Pincheiro go to his forward position.
That is a little confusing to me because I'm like, if you have a true guard, you can balance that offense a little bit. Sometimes it just looks a mess.
So it's just really weird how you got them two coming off the bench. I know last year Cole Anthony started, so I don't get it why he's not starting. But you got Gary Harris out there. You got the Wagner brothers. It got chippy a little bit. It's very physical. I thought we was about to see some fights. But Donovan Mitchell knew how to facilitate. He knew how to drive to the basket when needed. Garland the same way. George Niang coming in and just being that physical guy. Max Bruce didn't really all have a great game. He only had 7 points. But I see it going 5, and Magic could get 1 game. But it's been a long time since the Magic been in the playoffs. I think 2009 was the last time they went, and they went up against the Cleveland team with LeBron James, and they won the championship that year. But the Magic is still young. I think they need to find them a guard, rather in the free agent in the draft. They need a real true point guard who's going to who can help facilitate and dish around. Boston, Miami series. What do you think about this series?
I'm not trying to. I really want to be nice and say that it's going to be a gentleman's sweep, but my sweep meter is going real high right now, knowing that Miami is not going to have Jimmy Butler, and Boston playing the way that they've been playing all year. And with Tyler, when I watched the last game, not the last game, the game before, the game they played the 76ers, and he was so streaky. Like, he literally shot the 76ers back in the game. You have that happen in Boston, and you're going to get steamrolled. And there's no Jimmy Butler to kind of alleviate. And I already know Bam can't do it by himself.
It looked like it felt like Bam was the dang on point center because mainly he would get the ball and bring it up.
So yeah, he can't do it by himself.
But I was telling people all year about Jaime Jaquez Jr. He's a good solid rookie for them. In order for the Heat to even make it a series, they have to play like they played against Chicago. No one knows Jimmy. Bam got to get involved. Tyler Hero can't be streaky. Jaquez got to play well. Who else came up? Highsmith. All these guys that come up. Duncan Robinson. Like, all these guys have to play basketball if you want to beat a Boston team. But I don't see that happening.
That's not going to happen. Somebody's going to break at the right time, and it's going to just fall apart.
I still give him a gentleman's sweep. I think it's going to be that one game that Boston going to try to take them lightly, or Boston's just going to have an off day. I guess watch when it come down to the brink of elimination. It's going to be 3-1. It's going to be 3-0. Miami's going to win that 4th game and then take it back to game 5, and they're going to lose. So I give them the gentleman's sweep. I give them game 5. I don't see a sweep. You got it a sweep or you got it a gentleman's sweep?
I got it a clean sweep because I'm like, it's too high on my meter. Like any doubt, I would have meant a gentleman's sweep. But I'm like, I don't trust y'all at all.
it I every when we think we're about to get a sweep, you get that one. They get that one good spark in them. Okay, we're gonna keep the series alive. But MCL spraying with Jimmy, we don't know how long or serious it is. Is he gonna try to play? Is he gonna come back? I don't know. But they can't do that consistently. If they try to do it consistently, then we got a series. But if not, no. If Jimmy was in this series, I can probably say this series might go deep. But
Like 6.
but I got the gentleman sweep. Heat culture is good for a game, I guess. See, a game. Kyle is the Boston fan, and at least he's giving them a game. But I think Miami should get at least one. On brink elimination, they're going to get that game 4 game. And we got the Bucks, the number 3, the 3 seeded Bucks going up against the 6 seed Indianapolis Pacers. The Pacers have been fun to watch all year. Tyrese Halliburton, they get Siakam in the trade. They got Miles Turner, and then you got the Bucks. No Giannis, because he has the calf injury. The calf injury. You still got Dame and those guys over there. What do you think about this series? Damn dog.
All of them just decided they wanted to bark at one time. Like Lord,
They probably
um,
heard. Look, they probably heard mine.
um, I think Giannis's injury is going to be very crucial to this team's playoff aspirations. And I know that Damian Lillard isn't technically 100%. I can tell by the way he plays, but he can't really afford to be off, especially in this series when you have the Pacers. Um, where you have the Pacers who can score, and sometimes the defense is a liability when it comes to this team. But the Pacers don't have a good defense either, so there's that. Even though Siakam has made it a lot more interesting, they're still average at best. I'm thinking the Bucks in 6, 7 at the max, but I'm thinking the Bucks come out this series.
Brett saying Bucks and 6. He was saying the dogs were saying Bucks and 6.
That's right.
I don't know. Something about this. There's something about this series. Something about it. The Pacers have the advantage, but the Bucks just need to hang in there until Giannis come back. I don't know. I said earlier, I think we might hear this might be an upset series.
Yeah, I haven't starred. I'm like, this could be an upset.
This could be like I wouldn't be mad if Indy won, or if the Bucks win. I wouldn't be mad at either one, but it's feeling like a upset here. Do I want to go against my gut? Um, Bucks' best defense will be an efficient
Facts.
offense. Yeah. Don't let the Pacers run.
They will run you off the court.
Yes, they will. I'm gonna go with the consensus and Brett, and let's go Bucks and 6. But if it doesn't, and if it goes Indy's way, like I said, I wouldn't be upset. But
And Doc is primed for another first round exit, so there's that. That's why I have that itchy feeling.
I have no clue what they barking at. But anyway, here we go. We got the Sixers and the Knicks, and everybody is hating on the Sixers. Everybody is saying the Knicks in 6.
Huh?
Yes, all the analysts is picking the Knicks because they saying Joel's not completely healthy. I'd rather take a 65%, 70% Joel over a no Joel.
Yeah,
But
because with this team, he don't have to do it all by himself. I trust the people around him this year.
hold on, keep talking.
I said I trust the players around Joel Embiid this year. Maxey has emerged as a true 2-star. Like you have Joel Embiid as 1A and Maxey's 1B. I trust Kelly Oubre. I trust the what's his face? Buddy Hield, who have been very efficient down the stretch. I feel like if Joel Embiid is playing at least 75-80%, this series is definitely going to be the 76ers are going to win the series, period. Because it's like, I understand that, like, the Knicks have been physical, and they're getting healthy now. But when I look at the Knicks and then I look at the 76ers, I'm like, considering what Maxey can do, and I know there's Brunson and Anunoby, who's very well equipped on the defensive end. Yeah, Batum will carry them considering the last game. Coming off the bench doing that. If he can get more consistent, I'm not saying go ballistic from beyond 3 all series, but
Right.
if he can be a consistent 3-point shooter, defender, rebounder, what he did in the last time I saw the 76ers play. Yeah, this series is, I feel like it's 76ers in 6.
I got the Sixers in 6 as well. Again, Joel don't have to do it by himself. He has shooters around him now. Maxey has to get going. We all know Kelly Oubre can get going. Joel has to be Joel. Take shots. Don't do too much because you have help. Don't try to, get to the basket on a triple team. Kick it out to somebody. Somebody's going to be open. Tobias Harris, I swear for Bob, you got to come better in this series. Because we all know he's going after this. This is it. That's it and that's all. He's not on the books no more. His last season, he's not coming back. I've heard maybe Detroit might take a bite on him.
They can have him. Joel, I do not want to see the bottom of your goddamn shoes. Stay off the goddamn floor. Thank you.
He falls too much to be
He's too big to fall so much. Like, come on.
It makes no sense how much he falls. But he does get to the line because why? Because nobody can stop him. They always follow him. So use that to your advantage. Go to the rack. Post on a smaller person. But yes, I know we do have to worry about Brunson and Josh Hart, DiVincenzo. Who else is there? Mitchell. I get it. Not Mobley. Emmanuel Quigley. I get it. What the heck? But Tibbs is going to run.
And that's going to wear him down. If you're playing the starters, you play them starters 47 minutes a game if you want to. 40-something minutes a game if you want to versus Philly. Philly will wear you down.
And the Knicks can be beaten. So, but I'm taking the Sixers here in 6. Screw the Knicks. Taking them in 6. And Kyle, just like Kyle says, I hope the Sixers win so Stephen A can cry.
I want to see that so bad. I might record that.
Because he talk about I ain't worried about the Sixers. We got the Knicks. He's saying Knicks in 5. Knicks in 5?
This is why don't nobody like Knicks fans now. Because you're unreasonable.
I got a lot of people saying Knicks in 6. I got some that says Knicks in 7. But it's like one analyst that said Sixers in 6. I'm like, so everybody is taking the Knicks. Okay. All right. But Tibbs is going to run his starters into the hole. Because I forget what game it was during the regular season. DiVincenzo played 48 minutes. This is what happened with Derrick Rose. Yes. Got between the dogs calling, Jalen calling me.
I'm checking on the game right
now. Moving on to the West. So we got OKC and the Pelicans. I got certain OKC fans that gotta stay humble. I understand y'all haven't seen the number 1 seed, and I'm so proud of y'all how y'all turned y'all team around, but y'all still have to stay humble at the same time. I would so laugh if the Pelicans found a way to beat this series, but they're not.
They're not. Thunder and
I got.
6. Thunder and 5, actually.
I was about to say that I'll give them one game. I ain't giving them two. Um, I got OKC. I got OKC in five. I'll give them a gentleman's sweep. I'll be nice about it, not give them a sweep.
Pelicans don't got Zion. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. And
And
the fact that what they
especially
did
the
with
hamstring
Bi,
injury is
yep.
tough too to come from. It came at the worst time, Zion. It came at the worst time for you to get hurt. The worst time. Because if Zion was there, I would pick the Pelicans to beat OKC. But they're not. I get the Pelicans one. OKC will go on to the next round, and they will lose.
I will say that the Timberwolves are beating the Suns right now, 61-51 is halftime.
Oh, okay.
They're doing pretty well.
All right, and then this is the tricky series here for me. The Clippers and the Mavs.
Mavs and
Depending
6.
on which LA team we see, because we never see nobody. We never see all of LA healthy. We have Harden, PG, and then you got Kawhi. Is Kawhi even playing tomorrow?
I don't think so. He's missed the past 8 games for a right. He re-aggravated his right knee or something like that. The Clippers, I expect the absolute worst. Because come playoff time, they're good for maybe a series and a half, and then they start acting like the Clippers again, and they forget how to function like a normal basketball team. Kawhi can never stay healthy. I do not trust James Harden, and I damn sure don't trust Pandemic P.
Pandemic P.
So there's that.
I mean,
Yeah,
Westbrook
Mavs
came
a
up.
6.
Yeah, I said depending on how the series is, if Kawhi plays, then if like he was healthy, I would take the Clippers. I gotta go Luka and Kyrie Irving. They actually haven't been playing well. I mean, they don't play great defense, but they've been playing pretty well. So I also going to take the Mavs here in 6 here. I at least give them 2 games. But if
Them getting
Kawhi's not
Gafford,
healthy, oh, they got Gafford. Yeah, they got Gafford.
that
I mean, I
defense
like
has improved a little bit.
yeah.
It's a lot better than it was last year because last year was non-existent.
Gafford is another player that's underrated. I like Gafford a lot. Liked him when he was in Chicago, went to Washington. So that was a good pickup. But I got Dallas in 6. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves up against the Suns, and the Wolves are up right now to have you stated. Who you got in the series?
I really wanted to pick the Timberwolves just to be petty and because I hate the Suns because I don't trust the Suns either. But the Suns are showing me right now why not to trust them. But I feel like they might drop this game and then they'll come out the next 2 or 3 making Cat run around the court. So I'm gonna say Phoenix in 6. I wouldn't be surprised if this series went 7.
I'm also going to take the Suns here. There's something about Minnesota I don't trust. Cat can be on, he can be hot one game, and then he be cold the next. He can have Katy Perry syndrome, hot and cold, if y'all know that Katy Perry song. But he can be on one night and then the next night completely cold. We all know French Fry ain't doing nothing. Even though, I guess he's good defensively, but offensively he sucks. And Anthony Edwards can't do it alone. So I'm gonna go to Suns here. At least they got Kevin Durant and Booker on the floor. I knew that. Grayson Allen has been playing well for the Suns. So I mean they got some pieces. If Beal is there, then the big three is on the floor. I trust the Suns more.
Is Beal gonna stay healthy for the entire series? That's my big question.
That's true.
And I don't trust Karl Anthony Towns against Kevin Durant. And I'd
It's
rather
so
trust a
random.
Wall than French Fry.
French fry, yeah. That was just so random. Y'all didn't hear my son. He was like, "Oh, this milk expires on my birthday." He's on the phone. Oh God, his birthday's not till May 2nd, so he's like, "Oh, the milk expires on my birthday." I got the Suns in six. Suns in six here. The Lakers in Denver, the rematch, the Western Conference Finals. And the Lakers got swept last year. Swept. They didn't even. They had their chances to win some of these games last year, and they just could not do it. What do you think about this series?
It's gonna be a better series than it was last year. I I can confidently say that because my bench is better. D'Angelo Russell, ever since you mentioned the word trade around him, you scared him into playing quality basketball. He's still a defensive He's defensive. His defense is still kind of a liability, but he's working on it. At least he's trying. I applaud all the effort. He's not with the whole "I don't try on defense" thing like he was earlier. That pissed me off. But I trust my bench more. Now the Nuggets, their bench isn't as good considering how their team is has changed since the title team. But I think this series could go 7. And if it goes 7, I think my Lakers are gonna win. And I'm not being delusional.
Okay, Jori is the avid Laker fan there. Lakers in 7. Like I said, I think this is going to be a good series. I don't see Denver going home in the first round. Let's do Denver in 6.
If it goes 7, I have my Lakers, but I have it feeling like 6 games is going to decide the series. But
yeah, has Jamal Murray been playing lately, or he's been hurt?
I should check my fantasy team. Hold on, wait a minute, because I know he on there.
Well, his fantasy's over with, and because Gene ended up winning the whole thing.
Oh.
He beat Mo. The key will be the Lakers' perimeter defense.
If they can show a little bit of a sliver of improvement, it won't be as bad as last year. Just don't do what they did last year. That made me mad. And Anthony Davis, he has a tall task with him dealing with Jokic, but I think he learned a little bit from last year, and he's actually stayed on the court most of the season this year, and he's been playing pretty damn well. So I'm like, I think we're better equipped to deal with this team this year than we were last year.
Yeah. It's not going to be like last year. I know it's not going to be no sweep like last year. It's actually going to be a series. Tonight's game should see how they set the tone against Denver and Jokic. We all know what Jokic can do. But Lakers have gotten a little better. They had to be in the play-in again to get them to the playoffs, but at least they got there. So improvements here and there. LeBron's, clearly not slowing down, even though he's 38, 39. In great shape to be his age. But I'm still going to go with Denver in 6. What's going on, Ern? I'm still taking Denver in 6. But like you said, if it goes 7, I don't know. I might have to flip-flop. But it should be a great, interesting series with them. They taking it personal, the sweep. So we'll see. Now, just imagine
take it one game at a time and focus on what's ahead.
Just imagine if Denver was the number 1 seed and they got OKC. Then I would be taking the Lakers to beat OKC.
Oh, yeah. I definitely take the Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
But they got the Denver is number 2. But the playoffs is starting off good already. I mean, the first game wasn't a blowout, but it was exciting. This game, they're up by 10. Hopefully, the Sixers and Knicks will follow suit in the third game, and then the nightcap will be the Lakers. And so I'll be done streaming everything by the time the Lakers come on, and I'll be able to watch.
The Lakers gonna determine how mad I am at the end of the night. I already feel that.
That's funny. But great game so far. And then we got a whole nother all day games tomorrow too. So this weekend is nothing but NBA playoffs. This is the time when I really watch basketball, like during the playoff time. So it was good. It's been good. So moving. Okay, here we go. All right, WNBA draft. It was this past Monday, and what's going on, Anthony? It wasn't good to me. I mean, it was. You can say it was like not say sloppy back and forth. Both teams both had their downfalls, but it was more of the Magic. More, they cut the game down to four, and they just
And then they
couldn't.
just fell apart.
They just fell apart. So
That's what I expect from young teams in the playoffs, though.
this
To
guy is
know
better
not.
than the Bulls. But but WNBA draft. We all know that this draft was special because of Caitlin Clark, but it viewed 2.4 million views. Million views. Caitlin Clark and her Caitlin Clark effect. We all know she went number one. Her jersey sold out before she even got to set foot in it. She didn't even wear it yet. Sold out. Draft night, it sold out on Fanatics. Sold out. And she got a shoe deal, which we're gonna get into. But Caitlin Clark goes number one. Cameron Brink goes number two to the Sparks. Camilla Cordorso goes to the Chicago Sky. If y'all have not seen my reaction, if y'all go see Coach Dante, how when the Sky got these two picks, he was no more good. He was no more good. He was going. Whoever put that mock draft together, Angel Reese making it to the Suns, need to be fired. Killed my dream. Clark went to the perfect place. Her looks, the landscape, Indiana. I can't
Hey,
earn. I mean the sun. AB was wrong. We're not gonna talk about AB
we're not gonna
because he
talk
was
about
wrong for
that.
that. Cordurso is a great fit. Yes, so Chicago needed bigs and they needed size. And what happened?
They
I,
get two
I, I
of them.
wanted Cordurso to the Lakers, but we didn't get her. We ended up getting Cameron Brink. Rakia Jackson went to the Sparks. J.C. Sheldon, great pickup for the wings. They needed some shooting. Leah Edwards, another great pickup for Washington. And number 7. Once I knew that the Minnesota Lynx was going to swap pick with Chicago, I knew they was going all in. Angel Reese to Chicago. The best duo in the WNBA right now. And they didn't even set foot on the court. You got 6'7" Camilla Cordurso who can defend, who can get your rebounds, who can post up. Maybe she needs to work on a little midi, but she'll be all right.
She's
Angel
working
Reese,
on it.
Angel Reese is another one who needs a mid game, but she's working on her game too. She's shooting NBA threes. She's working on that. She can rebound. She can defend. These two been playing each other since high school, and we all seen them how chippy they was in college, LSU and South Carolina, and now they are playing together.
And Angel Reese is a gnat, so she gonna get on everybody else's nerve. I already
And
know that.
and they got the right coach too.
To deal
If
with
you
it.
don't know
Yep.
who Aretha Witherspoon is, go look at her game when she played with the Liberty. OG for real. And that's going to be the coach that's going to work. That's going to work. And I seen the coaching staff that they have as well. They in the right. They're in the right system. Cause Spoon gonna work them.
Mm-hmm.
So Ernst says female Shaq. So then Minnesota gets Alyssa Pilley from Utah. It's another great shooter. She lost some weight as well too. And then you got Carlita. I know the Wings got the girl from France. And then as you go down the list, you got the Connecticut Sun. And then you got Marquisha Davis going to the Liberty. And then the Dream get the girl from Australia. I ain't trying to mess up her name. But the overall draft, I still think that the Aces did good too. They piled up. And then you got Chicago. Chicago, for me, was the overall winner, in my opinion, getting Cordurso and Angel Reese. I just don't know what to say about that. Like I said, Coach Dante, if y'all had not seen his reaction, he was devastated. He was devastated.
He wanted Angel Reese, didn't he?
He wanted he. It's not that he didn't want Angel Reese. He was just like, you really let them two go to Chicago. So
both of them, yep.
But the person that he wanted in his second pick, he didn't get. So, but it's just crazy. But like I said, Caitlin Clark goes number 1 overall. Jersey sales already sold out before she even set foot in them. 36 of the 40 Indiana Fever games are going to be televised. The Washington Mystics game and the Fever game was supposed to be played in Indiana, but because of the request of the ticket sales, they had to move that game to Washington because of the bigger arena.
Mm-hmm.
So I know everybody's complaining about the salary, but this is the only way the salary will get better for these girls. More people will be invested, and women, flat out, period, women gotta support the women. Everybody else can support them, but the women is the main ones who gotta support these women too.
And I will be taking my happy rear end down 20 to Atlanta when the Fever come to town, because I'm pretty sure I know they're coming to go see it myself.
I know the Fever's tickets were starting off at $206. Sellouts across the stadiums, sellouts when Caitlin Clark comes to town. So if this is not revenue for the WNBA, it's only going to get better. It is only going to get better. I can only imagine what the ratings for the WNBA is going to be this year.
Wait till Juju come out.
Ooh, when I keep telling y'all, when Juju come out, she's going to be the first $1 million contract. I'm trying to tell y'all. Watch.
She got 3 more years.
3 more years. Just watch. That contract is gonna be hefty for them. But just watch. It's WNBA. It's quick because once the draft comes, they right in the training camp.
We're in training camp the next week
because the season is so condensed. I feel like they should start this later in there, but then you got to think about the tournament. That's why they started and then there. So I don't know if it's some way they can try to change their season to start a little later, or but right in the training camp, and then preseason, and then regular season starts May 14th. So they working, but we'll see who gets to stick around. Hopefully we'll have more teams. I think they said about 2026 they'll have 2 more teams, and I think by 2028 they're going to have at least 4 more teams added. I feel like if they get that, then these girls can play and not get cut and have to go overseas and play, or so. Philly's thinking about getting a team. If Philly gets a team, I'm going to be a season ticket holder. I'm just going to have 2 teams in the WNBA because I'm not leaving the Sparks. I've been a Sparks fan since the beginning. No, I'm not trading on them because my city got a team. I'm just going to have 2 teams I'm going to like.
Get a split jersey.
Speaking of jerseys, WNBA, I need y'all to cater to the fluffy folks. Because there's no way you just stop at a 2XL. Sorry.
That's not fair.
Who is fitting in the 2XL?
That is not fair.
Who was fitting in the 2XL? Not me. Come on now. I would have at least every jersey in WNBA. If we had one. I get a shirt. That's it. Fine, I'll take a shirt, but I want a jersey. But I can't. Why? Because it ain't in my size. So I need for the WNBA to cater to the fluffy folks. Doggone it. Ern says, someone please send Caitlin Clark a care package of CoverGirl and Maybelline products. I cannot with you.
I mean, I can fit a 2X, but it'll fit in a different way. That'll be like a sleep jersey to me.
So like I said, cater to the fluffy folks. I know there is some men fans that do have the jerseys. I do see them in the stands and stuff. Come on, y'all. Cater to the fluffy people. That's all I'm asking. But Caitlin Clark gets a shoe deal for Nike. Mind you, she already had a Nike deal in college, but 8 figures. She ain't got to do nothing else no more. 8-figure shoe deal for Caitlin Clark. Now, I've hearing rumblings. I don't know if they, coming down on her, but they're saying, oh, why she gets a deal when the other people don't have one, like Asia Wilson, or I think Asia does have shoes, if I'm not
She do have
mistaken.
a shoe, I think.
Sabrina Ionescu has one. Brianna Stewart has one. Why not give Caitlin Clark one?
I
They
think she
earned it.
deserves her own shoe. Considering the attention she's bringing to the women, to the WNBA, the revenue she's about to bring, she deserves her own shoe. And the fact that the girl can flat out ball unless you get her to the left. But that's another that's another, not trying to be too critical, but
Right.
she can flat out ball. She deserves a shoe deal.
Right.
Just because somebody else didn't get one don't mean she's less deserving. We gotta stop that. Folks gotta stop that.
Right. Tell me if she's well deserved. She changed the game in collegiate sports. Look at the effect that the WNBA is, that everything's going on right now, and she didn't even step foot on the court yet. All this happened at the draft. Jersey sold out. Tim McGraw had a Caitlin Clark jersey at one of his concerts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Asia Wilson does have a shoe. Della Don has a shoe. Hold on, I can tell you right now.
Candace Parker got a shoe.
As far as
Sabrina
Nike
got a shoe. Stewie
is
got a shoe.
I think as far as Nike, it's Sabrina, Brianna Stewart, Asia Wilson. They all got shoes. As far as Nike, they are part of the Nike brand.
Yeah, there's multiple stars in the WNBA that have their own shoes.
Elena Deladine, yeah, Sabrina Ionescu got shoes. This is some of her shoes. Of course, she got the Oregon Johns because she came from Oregon. That green and yellow. Who else got shoes? Yeah, so I mean they got shoes. So I don't see what the big hate is about. But you
And
mentioned
other girls
something,
will get shoes. I have a
huh?
feeling either I said other girls will get shoe deals. I have a feeling either Angel Reese or Cardoso's gonna get one.
Somebody gonna get something.
Somebody's gonna get a shoe deal.
If it's not a shoe deal, it'll be some sponsor. I'm sure they're gonna get endorsements from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Brand. Let's see who got shoes. Who all got shoes? WNBA player shoes. WNBA player signature shoes. All right. So Caitlin Clark. Here we go. Every WNBA player who got shoes. So Brianna Stewart, she's with Puma. Elena Deladon, she was Nike. Ionescu's with Nike. Who else? Cheryl Swoops had shoes when she played. Mm-hmm. Rebecca Lobo had Reebok when she played. Lisa Leslie had shoes. Dawn Staley had shoes. Now we going back in time now. But the current players is Ionescu, Deladon, Brianna Stewart, and Asia Wilson got shoes. But yeah, that's the current players right now. Mm-hmm. I think Angel don't need one. She should do like clothes and makeup.
She can do both.
She'll do it all.
Yeah, she could do both. Just because she's a pretty girl don't mean she can't have her own shoe. That don't mean shit.
But I got a feeling, she gonna get something. I seen her in Chicago looking for, the last checks and the nails. She was like, I need a consistent person. So somebody gonna be her consistent stylist out there in
She gonna
Chicago.
find one.
She gonna find one.
Just don't get scammed.
And then Camilla, I was watching something and her stylist came on. Mind you, she doesn't just do Camilla, she does the players. And she was like, she never seen Camilla, like never seen her up close, but she was able to get her measurements just off of what she looks like, and it was a perfect fit. So that all red, it was made for her.
She looked so good in that.
Coach, we were just talking about you, Coach. How you reacted with
With the sky.
Your reaction to the sky, um, it was just hard for you to watch. But I'm all for it. I'm excited to see the WNBA. I'm excited to see what Caitlin Clark does with DNA and Fever, with Aaliyah Boston. They ceiling. They could get to 17 games. They can
They
win
might
at
be
least
able to
17
win
games.
20.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Trying to make sure who else got shoes. Deladon. Yeah, the ones that I named got shoes. But hopefully we see some more girls get the shoe deals, or they might be endorsed another way. If it's not Nike, I'm probably sure it'll be somebody else that's gonna offer them. So, but what else we got? Anything you want to add?
That's on your mind? But then I forgot. So don't worry about it, because I forgot.
All right, they cut Minnesota's up 71-65. So they cutting it close there. Looks like Durant is the only one that wants to play basketball.
Oh Lord, the Suns are pulling one of these. Okay.
27 points by Durant, 15 points by Beal. Booker only got 7, so he's having an off day today.
7 3/4.
7 3/4.
Damn.
3 for 10 from the field. 3 for 10 from the field. 1 of 4 from the 3. And then you got Karl-Anthony Towns with 19, Anthony Edwards 14, and Alexander got 12. And we know French Fry don't really shoot and score. He only got 6 points. 6 points and 10 rebounds. So
he's literally on the floor to play defense, and that's it.
Yep.
And they make it work.
But he always gets Defensive Player of the Year.
I think it
shouldn't. I think it shouldn't even go to Karl-Anthony Towns. I mean, not French Fry this year. Give it to Wemby. Give Wemby the Rookie of the Year and give him Defensive Player of the Year, because ain't no way. There's no way. Wemby plays defense 1 through 5. Oh, shut up, Ern. 1 through 5. 1 through, but her outfit was banging though. I think what was it, Gucci or something she had on that.
And Rakia decided she wanted to be very extra. I would love to live like Rakia Jackson and just change my clothes like that. And she ate in both looks. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
But no, all the girls look good, look great. Mm-hmm. Cameron Brink. I forget who that one player was. That in her picture, it looked like she was, mind you, she was 23, but in her picture, she looked like she was 40. I'm just like, oh my God. I think was it the one that went to the Knicks? It might have been. It looked like she had a hard life, but she only 23. I'm just like, oh my God. But WNBA is special. I'm trying to think real quick. You said you forgot, it wasn't important. Again, nothing really on the NFL side of things, getting ready for the draft. Dak Prescott, he said he's fine in any situation when it comes to the deal.
Oh, I need the refs in the NBA to not do no BS this playoffs. Please, can we limit the crap?
Oh, you know what? The refs might be good. Well, guess who's coaching our game? Scott Foster, but he don't have no beef with us. Harden's not there, and CP3 definitely ain't there. So,
but he's fine. Y'all will be fine.
I guarantee you, he gonna get a Clippers game, and that's when he gonna get Harden. Wilson skips Jets playoffs while on a trading block. Don't nobody care about you, Zach Wilson. Don't nobody want to trade for you. Just go out there and play your best game and be a backup to Aaron Rodgers.
And then if you play well enough, when you are awarded the opportunity to play, you can go to a more functional organization and be their backup.
If he played well this season, I guarantee you the teams that needed a quarterback probably would have traded for him.
Exactly. And he's
But
had
you,
moments that he's played well, but then he's overshadowed it with playing like a dum-dum.
but you is cheer poop, sir. I'm sorry to say that about people, but your game is trash. TRASH. Trash.
Yep.
Trash. I know we don't really talk about music here, but I'm sorry I had to. Please tell me you heard Chris Brown diss to
I
Quavo.
sure did. I
Oh
laughed.
my
I'm
god!
like, good Lord. I'm like, and didn't nobody start with anything? Quavo didn't even start with him. He just decided to wake up off the edge of the bed and jump off of it.
And Quavo made a response. I said, you could have kept that.
He made a response and didn't nobody. I gotta go watch, listen to that.
He
Actually,
could
if
have
it's
kept.
trash,
I'm gonna send it to you. He could have kept it. He could have kept it.
Oh Lord.
That man, we gotta get someone to say a eulogy for this man's funeral because Breezy sent him to the upper room. To the upper room.
For no reason, just because everybody else was beefing. That's what you get when you mess with people that's not stable.
But hold on.
Anyway. Mm-mm.
But oh Lord. But that is the end of it for us. We had to start early today because I didn't want to be fumbling going to the Sixers game all late. But yeah, next week we'll be back. We go over the NFL draft. Hopefully Jori gets who she wants in the draft. With Tennessee having that first round pick. See what my guys do at 22. Go over the playoffs some more. Hopefully no more shenanigans to go on. But
No more.
No more shenanigans. But appreciate y'all being in the chat as usual. We're gonna go over the NBA playoffs next week, the next series and things of that nature. Hopefully, we don't have no sweeps alerts, about somebody about to get swept, at least win a game. But until then, y'all, same time, same place, same channel next week. Make sure y'all come on back in. But we are going to get out of here. Enjoy the rest of the playoffs. As Jori would say, go Lakers.
Go Lakers.
Hopefully the Sixers pull one out. But I'll see y'all. Pieces. You know who made it.